Strap in and get ready for blast off, because it's the big Sleepover Moviecast. Tonight, we're going to go back to 1991. It's a Disney film. It is an adventure film. It's also a superhero science fiction film. And it's an example of a film showing off early engineering, back when it was more ragtag and, developed out of your garage. The first airplane, right, by the Wright brothers. Combine that with a slick Art Deco styling and set it in 1938 LA. It's The Rocketeer. The film is directed by Joe Johnston, who also directed Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, stay tuned, Jumanji, stay tuned, Jurassic Park 3, The Wolfman, and Captain America, The First Avenger. But most importantly, he co-created the design of Boba Fett. The film stars Billy Campbell, Alan Arkin, Jennifer Connelly, Paul Sorvino, Terry O'Quinn, Timothy Adalton, Ed Lauter, John Polito, William Sanderson, Margot Martindale, Clint Howard, Meloria Hardin, and Pat Crawford Brown. Now, this film is based off a comic book created by artist-writer Dave Stevens in 1982. And I have not read the comic book. I'm hoping it's maybe a little more adult than this film was. I know this to be a Disney picture, so it's going to be family-friendly, although Touchstone may have a hand in shaping the content. Its budget was 35 to 40 million. And box office 46.7, so kind of a break even. And guys, this is about jetpacks. So cool. I remember wanting to be the Rocketeer as a kid. I'm sure every kid wanted it, to fly, the dream of flying. But jetpack and jetpack obsession is a dangerous game. I highly recommend you go find the podcast called The Dollop. So if you're listening to this, just go to the search bar in Patreon or wherever you are listening to me, put in The Dollop and search for, I think it's called The History of Jetpacks in America. Jetpack is in the title, and it is a wild ride of a true story. The hosts of that podcast do an excellent job, as always, but that particular episode is amazing, hilarious, scary, weird, and everything a sort of modern Rocketeer movie would need to be, kind of a noir. I love everything about the Art Deco period. The poster, the theatrical release poster, is super Art Deco, and we'll look for other design cues like that. And this is a time of Zeppelins and airships and other steampunk-esque type technology. And I like worlds like that, right? That's a fun fantasy to be in. I have purchased the Blu-ray because I do not want to stream this and pay Disney directly that way. And then I also am worried about Disney's editing policies. So not sure if there's anything cringy or deemed inappropriate in this that they would have edited out. Maybe they already did. But in that case, I like to buy the hard copies of things. Physical media is perhaps a dying business, but it is not a dying medium. I have the title track scrubbed back, pulled up, paused, all the good stuff. Let's start the countdown. 3, 2, 1, blast off. Walt Disney Pictures. A pleasant, idyllic tune. I have forgotten the plot of this. I've seen this movie several times, but not in a long time. It's 91, so there should be minimal CGI. So I'm hoping it holds up. Jennifer Connelly, Mega Babe. Timothy Dalton, underrated Bond. I like his films. Oh, but it will. How we tie that back in. Arkin. Test pilot films. The Right Stuff has to be very high up on that list. What a great film that is. Not a lot to talk about. The photography looks pretty good. The transfer looks pretty good. Sound is nice. Oh, it's a graphic novel. Interesting. That makes me kind of want to go check out the source material. I like a good graphic novel. Flying must be fun. My grandfather was a pilot, but I never flew with him, and I never learned. Well, the plane took off okay. We all know landing is the hardest part. Peavy. Nice. Yeah, will there be any actual death, violence in this film? There have to be a few, but nice practical effects. I like it. Herbert Hoover. There you go. Oil spraying in your open mouth as you... Okay, so we didn't get to see it, but he's dead. And these gentlemen have stolen the jetpack. Billy Campbell. I would prefer if it was Bruce Campbell, but... Oh, geez. Nice. He died hard. It's a cool look he has, too. The bomber jacket and the hair. Good looking dude. Big wow. Buddy. Listen here, buddy. See? Oh, yeah. Punch an FBI agent. Some balls on him. They send him up to Alcatraz, I guess. San Quentin didn't exist yet, or... Got to call Herbert Hoover. Hughes. Howard. So it's a Howard Hughes prototype. The third. It's the tough Howard Hughes, not the crazy aviator Howard Hughes. Wow. Nice symbolic move, but clearly the plans exist yeah, look at that Art Deco design. Wink. Just in case you didn't know who it was through all the clues. It's true. Great character actor. Could see this being a little bit sharper in 4K. And worth it so far with the practical action. Nickel Nurser. That's some good Disney cursing. Good pacing on this film so far. I like it. The editing's pretty good. We haven't really defined our lead because I think this guy isn't really that strong of an actor. Be a little more careful with it. Jesus. One hell of a little mini jet, you know. The problem with, jetpacks. I don't think you can get that much lift off alcohol, huh? But in this prohibition time, maybe? Is it? No, not quite, but yeah, definitely hired for his looks. They're off to play with their toy. Sorvino. Ah, it's that house. The Aztec house. Hmm. Like his gravity. Gravitas. And Dalton is good as villains. I guess he's played a few of those. Mm. Now he plays the swashbuckler, handsome sword fighting movie star, Errol Flynn, basically. Great, development here. Love a good sword swinging villain. Debonair. And the real life jetpack adventure I was telling you about, I believe there may be some mob connections in there too. So go check that one out. He likes cutting flowers. Now let me relax with a water glass full of bourbon. And a whore. The Queen of the Night aria. Mm. Bang. And you got to try it out on something, right? But how are you going to get it back? And also, I mean, very extremely well made to not destroy itself that first time. And of course, all that fire would burn your ass right off. Even with asbestos, you can't really have that. Yep. Well, goodbye. That's really well done, actually. But the thing is, it oh nice, North by Northwest. How well made is that thing to just never get destroyed? And it's full of highly combustible fuel and a lot of it. Like, how much is in there? Too much. And it didn't at all burn that wood statue. Yeah, and no bigger intentions using it yet. Just wanna go fly. Mm-hmm. Also made out of this adamantite Beskar. My. Meow. Unibrow and all. Mm. She's kind of young for him, right? How old is he? And always putting his gum everywhere. So she's an actor. They are in LA, so it makes sense. And Dalton's the actor, so there's the connection. Which set of lips? Nice, Cagney. Neville. Oh, Disney put HD Hitler footage in their film. Zeppelins and airships, see? Um, I think I remember it should have been filled with helium, which is non-flammable. Listening to the radio, getting fresh. We have a heavy hair man with a Dick Tracy like face, apparently. Yep. Well, good to have a comical baddie in here, too. God, and he has superhuman strength, too. Like Jaws. Ooh, a fine bulldog. Waddling about. Nice tit shot. Maybe. With your actress girlfriend. She doesn't want him to die. It's a good relationship arc. The writing is better than I remembered it. It's not edgy, but it's not taking me out like so oft can happen, especially in modern Disney films. The Bulldog Cafe. Amazing she found a bus in 38 at that time of night. But there's nothing to figure out. Just do some things she likes to do. Go fly for someone else. Go fly for the Air Force. Go fly commercial planes. Man, hand sawing that metal thing, it's exhausting. Badass. But probably not scientifically plan to stop concussions. And I'm absolutely sure those are the same steps used in the actual Errol Flynn film. Really loves to do buttoneer work, huh? Ha 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 ha. As if you couldn't tell. Gah. Here we go, the leap. Ooh. He's got a sexy butt chin, doesn't he? Michael Douglas, or I mean Kirk Douglas looking. Nepotism. They make the joke, but then again, that's exactly how things have been going forever. Just reuse the same audio you shot from the first scene, probably. I'm glad the security on set is so lax. Yeah, better. Ruined the shot and almost killed him. Hmm. Well, maybe put the security out there. Dalton is exceptional in this role. I really like his seething undercurrent and his obsession with jetpacks, which again is a reference to the real life podcast. It becomes an obsession, man, and I get it. I get why. Icarus with his wings. Means fuck off. And you almost killed someone and you destroyed property. Think you could have him arrested. How convenient. Well, now we're seeing the true asshole, not just an accidental stabbing, but he's really, really kind of a dick, isn't he? Wow, moving quick. Wow. Well, that worked out. Gotta love stainless steel look, right? Just polished steel. I know why the Cybertruck was picked for that, right? So there's a cleanness to it. It's incredibly dangerous how they're flying in this race, but that's the fun. This dame. Find this dame. Nice. Riding a hog. Hangs out at an airfield. I'm digging this guy's vibe. Luckily, I'm incredibly handsome and have great hair. Otherwise, my life would not be turning out so well. But really, aside from his looks, his acting and his his voice is not commanding. I would much rather see Bruce Campbell in this role. He booked it. He doesn't want them to clear. I mean, if it crashes and they die, I mean, have they tested it at all? Have they learned to? God, he defined the gum. Jammed up by his teeth. Yep. Fucking solid, bro. And we're off. Little computer effects there, but overall looks pretty good. Again, backed up with really good photography in the other shots. Oh, God. Well, so you did more damage than, had you just left him alone. Mm. Look how good he is with it automatically. Again, lucky there's so much fuel in that thing. These composites aren't the best. The lighting's off on him, but honestly, still prefer it rather than a complete CGI scene. Jesus Christ. Blew up another gas truck. Mm-mm. Nice smoke shot. So now he's a masked superhero, right? A, a flying man. Yeah, bro. How much fuel do you have in that thing? God, he's fallen a lot. You can black out from changes in altitude. Plus, it's so cold. There's your shot from the preview. Oh, the orchards of California valleys. Yeah, that wasn't very good, special effects wise. But again, it's kept at a minimum. We're right back to practical, dragging a dummy across the lake. Yeah. Where's the fuel? You don't even know how much fuel's in it? Yeah, you need a different rudder that's not your head. I don't think that's how that works. Jesus, yeah, what kind of thrust does this have to do that to a truck as well as the man? Silly, but I like it. Nice. Yeah, exactly. Just happen to have some popcorn. Ooh, he's like, I'm in, baby. It should be me. Me up there, flying. I am the dashing gentleman. Hughes is back on the case, though. Jesus. Damn. Now, who got to him first? The gangsters? Jesus. They didn't show the true extent of that gore, but to literally be folded in half is gruesome as hell. Oh, right. Our mystery goblin man. So we have the Bob. We have the goblin, dark predator man. We've got the FBI on the case. And we've got Howard Hughes. Oh, God. Mm. Well, they got 2-on-1 situation here. Oh. Now, who does he work for? Yell for help. Yeah, great. Just fuck everyone else up. I mean, what is this goblin man firing at, though? Nobody went around the back, I see. Yep, not at all. The cops are too busy firing their guns to care about the crimes happening. Nice. Love me a little clarinet jazz. The saxophone, Benny Goodman here. The saxophone should never have been invented. The same sound you want is right there. Mm. Clark Gable? Good Lord. She does belong in things like that. Look at her. W.C. Fields. Yep, another blatant boob shot. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Jesus. Spanish Johnny. So he hired Valentine, but who is this monster? Who's the monster? Frankenstein. Mm. It's not really what a king boss, kingpin would say. You jerk. You poo head, poo poo head. Mm. Play the dance band. Mm. Yeah, King Kong. Mm. Cool little attic on top of the bulldog. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. I mean, this is a non-violent way to get what they want. Oh, spoke too soon. You weasel. What if the weasel was in this film? Little grindage. Spanish Johnny. Why do you put her number up on the wall like that? Yeah, why? Hmm. The dish ran away with the spoon. The limey. You broke my coffee maker, you bastard. Yeah, there might be a picture of Cliff on the wall, too. Well, nobody was watching. The bullet did something to it. Yeah. Just knowing that isn't enough. I mean, does she love you too? Might be the correct ask. And a gun? One of those guns from downstairs? That's not how chewing gum works, but fuck no, the thing's about to ignite. Yep, well, it worked out. Agreed. His pupils are very dilated. He must be on some good drugs. There will be. I mean, he's so handsome and charming, he can make it work. How does it work? I don't know. You just put it on. The mask definitely captured some vibes too, with its, throwbacks and jumps in time. Benny's back. It was a good choice to do a clarinet jazz song. Got to be careful punching glass. Shit will shred you to death. There was a spotlight on Mr. Neville there. Now, is her whole role to just do this? And is she singing or not? The audio is a little soft for the vocals. It should be a little more present, I think. I don't want to talk about your ex. Yeah, this film is really well done. I, you know, you have the rose goggles on anything that's of your era, but the pacing here is great. The writing here is pretty good. It's not really challenging. There's no violence. There's no sex, which would make it all the better. But for what it is, it's a nice little vignette. Mm. Nobody can deduce it's him. I mean, his secret identity thing is a little, working as an actor. So you'll be gossiping. Mm. Have you put it together yet? Scram, toots. Don't let them see you. Oh, the monster is back. Should have just shared that taxi. Now, the identity and purpose of the monster, I'm still vague with, but now we have the competing forces. We have Dalton and his goons, the mob. We have the monster. And then I guess the FBI, police, and Howard Hughes are somewhere in the mix, but not really. So I guess the monster works with the mob. Oh, now he can hover somehow. I guess the throttle. No, don't go back. Leave. Don't run into the place everyone's running out of. He just mentioned someone was murdered. I mean, someone comes up to me and says there's murder afoot. I'm going to escape. He's good with that Tommy gun. Oh, and the net just cuts the engine? Yeah, I was going to say. God. Jesus. That glass falling would be a potential hazard. Very quick night shot of LA we didn't get to appreciate. Ooh, chloroformed her, although his mouth is right there too. And he's breathing it in as well. Off to Topanga Canyon, where I will brood in my fortress of solitude. Ooh. The sick Aztec mansion. Um, the Frank Lloyd Wright design, I believe. Of course, in a Disney film, the villain will just gas you out with ether and then take you to his mansion. No assault or rape going on here. Then again, his true love is the jetpack. I need the rocket. What a great actress she is. Do chloroform and alcohol have any counter interactions? Oh, more. Mm, that is all accurate. Mm, yeah. Yeah, her voice isn't fitting the genre, the time period, but whoa. Oh. licking her neck. Dalton, you dog. Is she? Or is she playing two roles here? Get him. Might knock you out. Well, that probably would kill you if it's going to knock you out. Just hanging out, chilling, eating some fried chicken. So they all work for Neville. All right, he's the mastermind. Now, who or what the goblin monster Frankenstein is of course, it's the hidden one. Now, why was she searching for this? Or, you know, that scene was a little dumb. The blueprint for the rocket. How does she know how to work any of that shit? Ah, here we go. Nazi. Mm. Lothar. And the helmet probably, yeah, I would take it off because impossible to see what you're doing. They're dead, bro. They're all dead. A good Hollywood location. Yeah, for real. Mm. Mm. Uh, okay. I mean, and how does any of that work? Just like in Star Wars. All right. An animated film? I like this competent and in charge Hughes fighting for America. It's an interesting take on his character. Yeah, I mean, there's a few others. Arkin, that wasn't the best acting moment, but mm, ooh. Ooh, punched him twice. Yeah, I mean, it would have been an easy shot right there as he slowly descends. The glide. Oh, spruce goose. All right, so I preferred the monster being more of a shadows operator, but this is fine. Shows his hideous mug. It was a good bit of writing, actually. He hasn't really even flown that much, and yet we now feel like it's old hat and he's a master of his craft. Mm, let her go where? I mean, what is that? Mm. Valentine is a patriot. So is he some Nazi experiment? I'm an American, motherfucker. Yep, see. Well, that was an easy trade. And he just believes this kind of noise. Okay. Yeah. It's what we call plot accelerants. Oh, and he has a horde of commando Nazis. Now, I remember the preposterous end to this film. From a sheer construction standpoint, the plot's okay. It's good to hint at something and come back to it. But it's also just so implausible. People who would be this into the technology would, yeah, not make these mistakes. Mm, Jesus. Get a mob. Gotta love a American mob. Now they care about the girl. Nice. A lot of dangerous things for these Tommy gun wielding maniacs. I mean, it's pretty much in range. That was one of the problems with Zeppelins as war instruments, is they're easily shot down. Strong patriotism will unite the mob and the FBI for once. And the observatory, I haven't been there actually. I don't think in any of my time in LA I actually went there, but a gorgeous building. Now, part of the reason it's so gorgeous when you see it in film is just not a lot of people around because they ushered them off to photography, to photograph it. And thus is, oh, well, he just dangerously and easily sabotaged that Zeppelin, a dirigible. And this German dirigible just somehow came in unbeknownst. Well, I guess it is true that U.S. had not entered the war at this stage. So Nazis could theoretically travel and did travel to the United States. I don't know all the history in that, but it's before Poland, I guess, right? I don't even know that. I'm terrible at history. Don't get mad at me. Put it in the comments. Go ahead and link your favorite articles on World War II. Good wrench fight here. Wow. Kicked him in the dick and it broke his own boot. Yep. Unless that happens. And that. I think the wind would be much noisier than that little stock footage sound you put in there. Hollywood in love with itself. So I guess he really is a German. Has been disguising his accent. Well, he'll notice that, but no. See, his obsession, his baby. Oh, get him, Dalton. Jesus Christ. I mean, yeah, you want help? You could have started helping a long time ago, Jennifer. Jesus. Well, now they're for sure dead. Mm. Jesus, he died hard. And that's why it's only called Hollywood. La la la. Well, that's all right. That's something to say. Oh, guess who survived? I think it would blow up a little faster than that. Still an impressive amount of flames they shot. Oh, and a experimental helicopter. Howard Hughes to the rescue. Yeah, I'm impressed with some of the fire shots. That's really good composite. Looks great to me. Damn, really fucked up the hill. Start a brush fire. What? Mm, yeah, I mean, they're just okay, and they're making jokes about people's deaths after this. I mean, he's just a simple stunt pilot. Plus, he didn't save the world. We know that they go into the war. Hitler's still alive at this point. Somewhere Oppenheimer is giving lectures, probably. Hughes likes to race now. Hey, get away, woman. See, it's a technology too powerful for man to enjoy. Look at her stroke that guy line or whatever those things are called. Mm. I'm going back to Houston. Gave him a plane. I mean, that's the least he could do, I guess, for saving the world, apparently. He still has a dangerous ass job and is probably going to die. So he can become a superhero again. Because now she's into his devil may care attitude. I mean, again, kidnapping, chloroform, drugging. It's been what? 24 hours since all that happened. And there's no, FBI is just cool with it. Everything's wrapped up in a nice little bow. The military's, not inquiring about the crashed Zeppelin that somehow made it. America hasn't preemptively entered the war. Anyway, good film. It's fun. It's interesting. It's well paced. It's well written. It's well shot. The special effects are good. Not world, changing, but good. It has good music cues, good jazz, little soft vocals on the jazz singer, but other than that, good jazz, great villain acting. I mean, Dalton's the best actor in this by far, And Sorvino is good. I don't know, the monster is a little weird. Jennifer Connelly is, whatever in this, and the lead, Billy Campbell, is whatever. Ugh. But they're pretty, and it's nice to see them act. And again, serviceable, tight, efficient. There's a lot to like here. I'd buy this on 4K in a heartbeat. I'd love a sequel. Disney, you own the rights, probably, right? No, but see, it'll be bad. But I would love to see this rated PG-13 at least, or rated R. And yeah, his adventures being a Rocketeer, but he's already got the girl. So, you can't be a superhero and have the girl, but that's another thing. Anyway, good times, y'all. I had fun. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.